We need more, we need more, we need to build more. We need to build more, we need more, we need more. Money going out, we need more, we need to build more. We need more, we need more, we need to build more. We need to build more, we need more, we need more. Money going out, we need more, we need to build more. We need more, we need more, we need to build more. We need to build more, we need more, we need more. Money going out, we need more, we need to build more. We need more, we need more, we need to build more. We need to build more, we need more, we need more. Money going out, we need more, we need to build more.
I know, right? I had such a great stream plan too, but I guess I can't do it now. What a surprise. Oh well. No, but seriously though. No, I'm just sitting here wondering if that postcard someone said they were gonna send me is actually going to show up or not. Along with a few other things. I just realized how fucking high the stereo mix volume is. I wonder why I had it that high. Last thing I was streaming was that DS thing right here. But fortunately for everybody, I decided, hey, why not continue with something in a similar vein. And when I say in a similar vein, I also imply that it has a similar degree of involvement. And not only that, but this particular thing has a precedent. No pun intended, in this very stream, or at least the streams that, you know, the stream is technically a continuation of. I don't really know how to phrase that now that I've moved channels twice since I started doing the whole streaming thing. But I guess I could just say I've looked at the the build-up, that's it. The build-up to this follow-up is the exact opposite of what that means before. Well, I'm actually kinda curious now. Apparently, by the way, I just went to my hitbox page just to see what it looks like now that I haven't done anything there for like 2 months. More like 1 month, but apparently they got rid of my custom background. I don't know if... hang on a minute. I'm still like logged in here. I try to play this, what happens? Is this at least still intact? I think it might be. then again, it might not be. You know, I get the feeling that if I take a look at this more in depth later, I'm gonna be very glad that I locally recorded everything I ever streamed on there. But in other news, well, including that, I suppose, or not in other news, but going back to what I was originally talking about, that's it. What I have right now is a continuation and also something that I brought up, and that and I would be glad to get to, were it not for the fact that Steam decided that it needs to update like 3 things right now, and something that's apparently a small update is taking like upwards of a minute to complete. Okay, there it goes. Where is this other one, which is the only one that's left? Okay, it took about 10 seconds. See, that's how that should theoretically work, but we can't talk about theoretically all day, and I don't think a lot of people that are in charge of this will even care. But I should have been, yes, at least succeeded in getting this other thing open. Now the issue is, can I get to the options menu so I can at least, okay, not have it be full screen, or at least not have it be full screen on this screen, because I have 2 screens, you see. Okay, no full screen if you please. Also do that. I suppose this will be... I should figure out which of the 1824 solutions is the 16 by 9 one. Is it 1014? Hello? Can you move the window, please? Okay, there you go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Apparently I need to make it even smaller though. How about 19? No, 16 by 9. There. Could be better, but whatever. Alright. And now to see if it works with game capture, which it should. It does, okay. Alright, time to tell that thing to be quiet, and make sure that this is the proper size or the position, which it is neither. Okay, now it is. Do I really need this much fucking visual quality when it's gonna be gimped because of my display anyway? I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna put it on medium, I guess. Anti-aliasing medium. They're not gonna fucking see it in 720, I don't think. This is not a preset because it's not really, doesn't really seem bound to the rest of these if you change it. I don't know. So do I need to... Oh, what other options? There's only one other option, and it's German, but you can also have the text in French, so there's that. Subtitles and choices subtitles, so I don't think I need to change this. Probably gonna be using the controller for this actually, since I'm pretty sure it supports it. Oh yeah. This is, so there's choices in this. Can you get rid of that? Yeah, you can. Okay. And I guess it's not really going to... You know what, let me quit out of this real quick so I can open it up again, and you can actually see what it looks like when it boots up like this. But as I said, yeah, there's gonna be choices in this. And I was kind of thinking, make it like, you know, that other choice-based game that I did. Kind of expedite that to the chat. But unlike the clearly the Jesus Christ, the technological marvel that is Hitbox, Twitch doesn't have like built-in polls, I don't think, in the chat. Does it? No, it doesn't. So I'm not really sure how I would do that. And you know there's a fact that usually, typically you need a few people to vote, but... Well, I don't know, I'm looking at my... Actually made a list of the... as many of those things as I could actually discern from my first playthrough this. And well, there is one near the beginning that it's kind of major that I kind of want to take license on, so I guess I could ignore that one. The rest of these, I don't know. Also, I should probably have been trying to figure out if the volume's alright. I think it is. Let me put it in 30% just in case. Or just to make sure, rather, not just in case. And watch as I subtly stall a little longer by making sure that the computer didn't lower my mic levels, which it always does, and sure enough it did. Why does it always do that? There, 85. That's not so bad, is it? That's not to the point where it needs to go, is it? Alrighty then. Well, before I can even start the game, I clearly need to address why I just mentioned that there's a direct precedent for this in my other streams. Well, you might remember, I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but it was long enough ago that I'm pretty sure hatters still showed up to those streams. That's how you measure time, by trying to figure out how many people showed up to one of the streams. But during that, as of right now, indeterminate amount of time that I'm thinking of, I streamed a game called The Longest Journey, which was from like the, I think the early 2000s, and low. Okay, there it goes. I'm like, can you please respond to my input? And I hope you remember that what happened in that game, because this is kind of related to that, and it's not going to tell you what happened, but it's going to expect you to remember. That game also had a sequel called Dreamfall, The Longest Journey, which leads to this game, which is called Dreamfall Chapters. You can see the very neat progression in the titles there, he lied. But at least you don't have to remember what Dreamfall, The Longest Journey was about, because this game tells you kind of as much as you can explain a game like that. I'm sure this will illustrate.
And an end. This is how our story began.
Can I tab out of this without it derping out?
Is
Okay, good.
2219. In Casablanca, a young woman named Zoe Castillo is drawn into a conspiracy when her journalist ex-boyfriend Reza goes missing.
She
Zoe
starts by
tries to
beating up a
track him
blind
down
woman.
and discovers that Reza is working on a story about a new entertainment device that enables lucid dreams. But this device also opens a back door into people's minds, allowing Waticorp the makers of the Dream Machine, to monitor thoughts and steal memories. When Zoe is forcibly connected to a Dream Machine, she finds herself in another world, Arcadia, the world of magic. Zoe arrives in the middle of an armed conflict between the Azadi, who have conquered the city of Mercuria, and the magical peoples who are being eradicated by the invaders. She soon
remember that
learns of
guy.
a connection between the Dream Machine and the Azadi. Someone is attempting to steal humanity's dreams in order to reshape reality.
Remember, this is
When
what you
Zoe
wouldn't
wakes
see
from her
unless
vision,
you
she
stayed all the
tracks
way through the
Dream Machine
credits, I
conspiracy
think.
back to the Waticorp headquarters and helps sabotage the project. But before Zoe
I don't know
can
how
tell
she
the
did
world
that,
what is
though.
going
I never
on,
found out why
she's
that
poisoned by a woman claiming to be her
giant
long-deceased mother. Now,
flesh
in a
blob
coma,
was in the tank.
Zoe
Also
travels to a
Hillande.
strange and desolate place. Story time. Here, Zoe has the power to shape dreams and help those who are trapped in night terrors escape, but unable to escape herself.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
we don't actually
in
know that
Arcadia,
yet.
The world of magic. We follow the apostle Kian
And
Navani
Hayburn.
as he journeys from the Azadi homelands to the occupied city of Mercuria on a sacred mission to assassinate the leader of the magical resistance. But as Kian learns more about the conflict between his people and the Magicals, he begins to lose faith in his mission. He finally tracks down the leader of the rebels, a woman named April Ryan, but refuses to kill her.
Oh, I guess we've
As
never seen
punishment,
before.
Kian is imprisoned and sentenced to death, and April is brutally cut down. Zoe is in a coma. Kian is in prison. Their
Spoilers.
journeys have yet to intersect, but that moment draws closer. Behind the scenes, the thief of dreams is pulling threads and manipulating events. The Dream Machine has been released. Millions of people are addicted to lucid dreams.
So I guess this
The
isn't
Azadi have cemented
just
their rule.
a recap thing,
Their
but
plots
also
to
a
harvest
built-in
dreams
ad
is
for the
moving
game.
ahead.
At least to that much degree.
Every story has a beginning. Every story has an end.
Well, not according to Watchmen, they don't.
This is the beginning of the end.
I bet you've never heard anyone say that before. So does this actually transition into the thing, or... Or does it kick you back out of the menu? It kicks you back out of the menu, okay. Good to know, okay. Also, am I gonna have two... Okay, I need to actually press a button instead of just being able to... just choose something, okay. Well, I guess I can live with that, but... Well, I hope you're excited, because it's time to start the game. Let's start at the beginning, I think. We need to overwrite our existing choices, because we are only allowed to have one profile, so... I'll do it. I'm really okay with this. Yes, it shares those choices, I know. Oh yeah, yes, hang on a minute. Before I continue, I need to move this thing over to this window, or to this monitor rather, so I can see everything at once. That's more like it.
There are two worlds. Our
Oh man, a
world,
different
the world of
introduction.
science, and Arcadia, the world of magic. Dreams connect these parallel worlds, but a dark force threatens the very fabric of dreams. Zoe Castillo holds the power to shape dreams and save us from the undreaming, but she is trapped in a place called the Storytime. Kian Alvane is destined to play an important role in the war to come, but he faces execution for treason against his own people. They are both about to be reborn. A new story is about to begin. Their paths will intersect, and at the end of their journey, they will face the Thief of Dreams.
Well, I'm glad this info dump is telling me all this, because I never would have figured it out just by playing. Okay, well, make of that what you will, but only half of that is a joke. It's only half joking, rather. So let's see. This, I don't think it was very laggy. It does have those strong arm visuals going on, but I guess I'm about to find out how it works when I'm trying to stream it as well. Also, I'm using the high bitrate, like super high bitrate setting, which means I'm not saving it locally, so I sure hope it doesn't gimp me with any of the sound. Copyright and shit. I want to imagine that won't be the case, but who knows. Remember the blue people. So I'm thinking maybe I might be able to try to explain some of the stuff in this that's like nod to the previous 2 games that I played on the... Actually, now that I think about it, this is kind of a cyclical thing for me, because I played the first game in the series in my old Twitch account, and then the second one on my Hitbox account, and now I'm playing this one on the new Twitch thing. So it's like the trifecta, I guess. But what I was gonna say is I could try to explain how some of the stuff that happens in this, or that you kind of see, relates to those other 2 games, but I have the feeling that might end up just being a mess of confusion. Like when I tried to explain how stuff fit into the city of Final Fantasy. When I streamed that. Well, I'm gonna try anyway. That was April. She was the main character in the first game. We met her in the second one. She died, and now she's dead. You can see the rest for yourself, I guess. And of all the other people in this scene, I think we only saw one of the other ones, the guy with the eye patch, as a very minor background character in the second one. And I think this is a completely new thing. You know, I played through this entire game and I could not tell you what the fuck that was. I don't think. I have a lingering suspicion, but I sure as hell can't tell you off the top of my head. Also, I guess, you know, one more fun thing I could do while playing this and streaming it is... where the fuck is my hardware? Well, excuse me for a moment as I find this thing. Here. Just open that.
They say that every story has a beginning and an end.
Who says that?
That isn't always the case. Some stories simply stop.
So you just contradicted yourself, okay.
My name is Zoe Castillo. I'm dying. I've been in a coma for over a year. The doctors don't believe I'll ever wake up again. My mother did this to me. She put me here so that I wouldn't be able to tell my story, so that she could keep her secrets. It worked. The world is addicted to dreams, to dream time. It's just entertainment. They have no idea what the dream machine is really for and what it's doing to the world. They don't know that someone is stealing their dreams using them to reshape reality.
Yeah, I don't think we learned any of this in the second
So,
game.
if I'm in a coma, how am I talking to you?
You're asking me?
My body may be here in a hospital, but my mind is elsewhere.
Alrighty then.
This is the story time. It's the place between. And it's my home now. This place where all stories begin and end, including mine.
Yes, I can see that just by looking at it. Also, I managed to get new clothes somehow. Pretty sure that's not what she was wearing when she was forcibly comaed. She was just wearing her generic outfit from the second game, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna see too in this scene at the end of it. Well, she might have been wearing that when she was in Russia at the end of that game, and I kept playing this to make it a bit less dull. But enough of that, because now it's time to come back here. Alright.
Sleeping Beauty. Coma as a fashion statement? No, that's awful. But I honestly do look better on my deathbed.
It's alright if you say so, So some of you might remember Zoe here. She's the pinnacle of good characterization.
Wonkers. My old Watilla.
The responsive body.
People keep bringing flowers. So funereal. That was taken when Reza and I were still dating. Feels like a different lifetime. And, well, it sort of was.
Also, hang on just a fucking minute. Can I seriously? Okay.
Talks to me for hours.
So apparently if
It's
I...
good. Like we're reconnecting.
If I press the hot for turning my mic on and off, it like disconnects the controller input, and I need to press something else on the controller to reconnect it. That's great.
Dad, Gabrielle, stops by every day. Keeps apologizing. I wish he wouldn't.
Well, at least I can twist around like this and not get motion sick at all, I suppose.
That machine is all that stands between me and 6 feet under. It feeds my comatose body a fun cocktail of life-saving narcotics.
Oh, that sounds like fun stuff. Do you have anything else to say
I
about
don't know if
your...
that's how I actually look out there, or if it's just wishful thinking. Everything in here is made of dreams.
I guess that's pretty much all. Also, hang on a minute. I've actually played this with just the keyboard the first time, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. You can get a wheel of options when you have different options.
People dreaming, trapped inside their own night terrors.
That's the story time. These are spirits. Glad you can
Story
identify
time.
them, because I couldn't.
I don't know how long I've been here. 6 months? 9?
Yeah, me neither. I'm sorry. So, can you touch the spirits? They're kind of far away, but... I guess we're not concerned about that when we can access this.
Someone's having a nightmare about a dying child. That must be absolutely terrifying. This is a dream. Your baby will be okay.
Okay, that was easy. So yeah, it doesn't really tell you this very straight, but she's kind
She's
of
all
a...
alone. I know that feeling.
Yes, this seems like a very generic way of, representing
You're not
that.
alone. There are people out there you can connect with, but you need to stop using the dream machine first. It's not helping you.
Here we go. Hang on. Okay, now what is this?
What are you doing? Stop following me. Turn around, go back, wake up. I said stop. I can't help you anymore. You're on your own now. For fuck's sake, people, go away.
I don't think they're going to.
What are you doing?
Yeah, she's just
Stop
looping the
following
dialogue
me.
now.
Turn around, go back, wake up.
So she might have gathered from the...
Burned alive.
Oh,
That's
it's a different thing.
terrifying nightmare.
Might have gathered from the introductions. There's this corporate lucid
No
dream
fire,
machine that's
and you will not
apparently
die. It's only a nightmare.
got people hooked on
You've
it
been
like a
using
drug.
Dreamer too much. It's messing with your head. Ugh, I used to have
And
this dream all the
she's in a
time.
coma, and she's this
But it's worse than it
somehow being
sounds.
transported to this dream
This
place.
isn't real. No one can see you. You'll wake up soon and everything will be fine. But you should stop using the dream machine or the nightmares will continue.
It's kind of her job to go around and
This dream is different. It's more persistent. And the dreamer...
fix these people and kind of try to tell them to
I need to go
not
in and
be
untangle
dream
it.
junkies anymore. Kind of. This whole part is different.
Stop. Don't come any closer. Leave me be. There are too many of you. I can't say... I can't help everyone. Just go away.
Here we go. Since I'm pretty sure this whole part starts with you going through
It will take you.
like a different hallway of helping people, and then eventually you get to this part. But I don't remember that long hallway of dreams being just like streamlined like that. I remember a part where you're like in a highway tunnel and there's a guy you need help by using your bizarre mystic powers to create lights.
Oh, she must be terrified. Poor girl.
And light the street lamps that are along the place until he can get out. And then there's a woman falling and you need to slow down time to help her stop. And then you get to this part. So I guess they changed that in some of the update, I don't know.
That's one disturbed wardrobe.
No, don't get too close.
I'm glad this is not
It
my
will
dream.
take you.
I am right here.
Absolutely terrified. Oh, tentacles. Yeah, no, not touching that.
Alright then. So this is different apparently than all the other nightmares we've been seeing in that short sequence.
Don't make a sound. It will hear you.
Who will?
She's also way blurrier than I recall.
It will hear you and eat us both.
So should we reassure her or should we
She's
scare
already
her?
scared, but she needs to understand how dangerous the dream machine is.
What do you think,
She's scared
chat?
enough already, poor girl. I need to be. She's already scared. She's scared enough already, poor girl. I need to be careful.
Since I almost didn't remember, but there's also all these minor choices that you get, aside from the bigger ones. So I don't know, should I be the moral compass or should I just be...
She's scared enough already, poor girl. I need to be careful. She's already scared, but she needs to understand how dangerous the dream machine is.
Well, I don't know, I think either one could be seen as the moral compass, depending on your perspective. That will be nice, I
She's
suppose.
scared enough already. I promise it won't hurt you.
You swear?
I swear. I won't let it. But you need to get back home.
I can't find my way.
The way back is through there. Through the wardrobe.
I can't go in there. It will eat me alive.
Not if we destroy it first. Don't worry. And whatever's in there, it's no match for me, I promise.
Are you like a superhero?
Something like that. What do you think of my costume?
It's really cool.
It seems kind of rushed. But alright. So now can we use our bizarro mystic powers? Yes, we can. Mind Time and light. I can only use them in here, but...
Whoever wired her to a dream machine should be locked away for a very long time.
What if we peek into her mind?
She had a light. Oh, she dropped it. It rolled away. She doesn't know where it is. She won't go looking for the light herself. She's afraid of the slithering things in the dark. Hey, who can blame her?
Where are these lens flares? Oh, can we make her into a human flashlight? Yes, we can.
Without me, she'll be trapped here. She needs my help.
But it won't last, I guess. What if we slow down time? Alright, that's very productive. What if we read this thing's mind?
Not peeking inside that thing's head. I've made that mistake in the past, and never again.
Please tell me more. What if we use light?
Light could work, but I don't think there's anything to draw on there. That thing is darkness, through and through. It would need to come from somewhere else.
Well, what about this red light? That counts as light, right? What about slowing down time? Can we manipulate it while the time is slowed? No, I guess not. So, these tattoo powers that we have in the dream world only work if we apply them to a specific entity, I suppose. That's how that works.
Oh, it's too dark. Can't see anything under there.
Of course, that if we can do this, if we can read the mind of under the
Batteries
bed,
will need
okay.
replacing soon, but no, nothing in there.
I guess it's a flashlight.
Bingo.
You know, can't you just like stick your arm down there?
Bringer of light. Emissary of electricity. The mighty torch.
Doesn't really look like there's that much lack of light just in the general atmosphere, but I don't know. So... what do we do with this thing that we picked up?
I can't believe a mother would do this to her child. People are horrible.
I think we need to... okay. Use it from our inventory, but I forget how to bring that up.
Nope. 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 It had to be tentacles.
Well, I would say I forget, but it's more
A
like
dream
I
about
don't
a
actually know how to do it.
wardrobe
Okay, here we go.
with Bananas.
On the controller controls. Can we use this? Well, we can examine it.
Torch. Flashlight. Beacon.
Is that like an anime cat sticker? Oh, what if we use it on...
It's
oh, there we go.
hiding. Stupid, smart tentacle thingy. It's too quick for me.
Well, it's hiding, but fortunately we can slow down time, so...
Hey, yeah, it's working. Cool.
so we can... abuse this.
No, don't get too close. It will take you.
You're safe now.
Thank you. But I don't know how to get back home. I don't know where my mummy is.
She's on the other side of the wardrobe, waiting for you.
It's scary.
Come on. Do you use a dream machine?
Mum makes me. She says it keeps me occupied. Then she has time to play with hers.
The next time she does that, you need to say no.
She won't like that.
Maybe not, but you tell her it's dangerous, that it gives you nightmares.
I could tell Daddy. He doesn't live with us, but I talk to him all the time.
You do that. Now go through and you'll wake up again.
Thank you. What's your name?
Zoe. And remember, no dream time. I might not be able to find you again.
Well, I'm glad that dreams are always this straightforward. You know, there's always an element of coherence to be found in dreams, don't you think? So yeah, I guess they You know, I distinctly remember that part with the woman falling and the dude in the tunnel. I guess they just completely removed that to have the nightmare showcase part. I wonder why, but here's the vagabond.
The vagabond, master of the story time. Sort of.
I guess it's a good thing that he's here to tell us what the score is, because we kind of saw this guy at the beginning and the end of the second game, but we never found out what his deal was. Guess now we can talk.
What's going on out there? More and more people are getting caught in loops. I can't keep up. I thought the dream machines weren't dangerous anymore. I thought we took care of that. If not, then...
Hello, Zoe.
Look, I'm trying to help them all, and... There are too many. And they're nightmares. They're getting worse.
You have to go home.
There's no home to go back to, and I don't want to be the person I used to be. I have a purpose here. If I do wake up, I'll be lost.
Well, I just bitched about why I don't want to be here, but...
For better or worse, this is my home now. The person I used to be is gone forever.
Nice.
Hey, dirty napkin, thank you for the follow.
There's no home to go back to, and I don't want to be the person I used to be. For better or worse, this is my home now. The person I used to be is gone forever.
So she doesn't want to acknowledge that... She does acknowledge that there's like no other place but this. No other place but this now, Jesus. Throat, please, okay. But at the same time, she has to choose between either wanting to be happy about that or not.
For better or worse, this is my home now. The person I used to be is gone forever.
Well, you know, as they say in that Monty Python movie.
There's nothing there for me. There's no one. Besides, I'm needed here. What will happen if I just abandon them?
Their night terrors are symptoms of a larger disease. As long as the disease itself is alive and spreading, those people will keep coming back.
Now what?
I'm not ready to wake up, to face myself again. There are no second chances. Every choice leads to the same outcome, and my actions have no real consequences, so...
Bug dreaming mechanics.
I'm not ready to wake up, to face myself again.
Well, I mean, in both cases we're being defeatists, so...
There are no second chances.
Could go with the excuse.
There's nothing I can do.
The dream is being tainted. The world is getting sicker. They all need you.
What?
This is where I belong. I'm in control here. Out there, I have no power.
Who needs me?
Isn't it enough that I'm making a difference here in story time? I don't understand why I'm needed. I did everything I could already. I just want to be left alone.
So I guess it's kind of like what happened with April before.
This is where I... Isn't it enough?
Also, there's like no dead
This
zone
is
on
where
the
I belong. I'm in control.
the stick.
I don't understand
So
why
like
this
the slightest
is where I
wiggle
belong.
sends it in a
I'm in
direction.
control here. Out there, I have no power.
So let's say that we can't do anything out there. Could say that we don't want to do anything, or
that I'm making a difference here in story time.
could complain that people are expecting us to do stuff.
I don't understand why I'm needed. This is where I belong. I don't understand why I'm needed.
Not if
I did
we're
everything I could.
lazy.
I've done my share.
You've been here for a long time, Zoe. The dreaming disease has not abated. It has become worse. When you laid your sister to rest, order was restored to the story time. Faith's presence.
Oh yeah, that
feeding
girl.
on the dreams of millions was
Never did
more
find
than
out exactly what she was
of
supposed to be, but
reality. Without you, the world would be in chaos. Nothing lost was in vain. Nothing sacrificed was without meaning. You were brought here at the end because you are the dreamer and you belong to this place. But your world is caught up in a dream that never ends. I didn't see this coming. It's an aberration. You saved your reality once, Zoe. This time, all the worlds, all of Storytime, all of time is at stake.
Yeah, the thing about that first
When
time
you
is that
wake
I don't even know how I
This
did
will
that.
all be a dream. And that dream will quickly fade. Soon, it will be forgotten entirely.
I hope you keep a dream journal.
Unless you fight to remember it, you must open your heart and mind to messages from those who know what to do.
You don't know?
I'm not omniscient, Zoe. Much is hidden from me. I can see all the threads as they are woven, but the greater weave itself is too large for me to see. I'm too close, and even here, some of the past is obscured.
Could it be tachyons?
Bothers me. I believe someone may have clouded my memory by design. An enemy, a shadow with tendrils into Storytime and elsewhere.
Damn it,
If
Adrian.
you stay here much longer, you may never be able to leave. And then everyone's story ends. All the people who love you, all the people you love, and everyone else, past, present, and future, torn out of the story like pages from a book.
Why me?
Because you are the dreamer. You must find your way back to your sleeping body. You must wake up and remember, and then you must save the world.
Oh, sure. Yeah, because that worked so well the first time around.
You changed everything. That story had a beginning and an end.
I'm not sure how I did that, like I just said, but
Of your story.
How do I wake up?
There is a door.
so that's a sudden change in
Find the
tone.
door and unlock it, and you will wake up.
Will I see you again?
If all goes well, at the end of your journey, when your story is complete, you will see me again. One last time.
That sounds final. But yeah, okay. I'll, go. Find the key. Unlock the door. Remember everything. Save the world. Write my story. Return for epilogue. Bury hero's journey.
You know what they say
You will
about
do
pointing out your
fine, Zoe
problems?
Castillo. I have faith in you. Good luck.
Oh, well, that's a bit preemptive at this point, I suppose. So I was kind of joking about the Watchmen reference I made before, but the whole story needs to end thing, and someone's trying to stop me from seeing the future thing, and the general appearance that guy might actually be a Dr. Manhattan reference. But I don't know, but anyway, we're back here to look at our comatose selves in the real world.
If I'm ever gonna find a way out of this place, that's my doorway. Me.
Can you just lie on top of yourself? Read your mind?
I tried reading my own mind once. The feedback loop was nasty. I kept bouncing around my own head like a reflection in a hall of mirrors.
Shouldn't that have told
I
you?
don't know what you call it. The signal from my comatose brain. It's too weak. It's getting drowned out by my waking thoughts. To tap into my subconscious, I'd have to somehow boost the signal and turn down the volume on my conscious mind.
Alright. So I guess that's what we want to do. What if we turn ourselves into
That's
light?
not doing anything at all, except maybe giving me hot flashes.
Guess it doesn't work with actual physical things. Or at least the one actual physical thing that we can access from this.
I'm in a coma. I don't think I can get any slower. The next step down is stop, and stop is, no, bad.
Well, why knock it if you haven't tried it?
Me, my body.
Me IRL.
That's the only connection between Storytime and home.
I guess slowing down time is to me IRL for me IRL, but
I don't know if the chart is accurate or just a dream construct, but it doesn't look good. That line should be pointing up, not down.
well, I can barely see that even if I use the handy dandy zoom feature that exists. I'm not sure why I wasn't zoomed into this level, since this is like the default level, but okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about my father right now. It's a mess.
So we need to somehow... weaken conscious thoughts so that we can access unconscious thoughts. That's how I understood it, but what conscious thought do you have when you're in a coma? That's my question.
The latest and greatest in chemical life support. Without magical miracle machine, I'd be stiff and cold and probably all maggoty. Happy thoughts.
You didn't need a determiner for that. Okay, so can we mess with
This
it?
is probably a terrible idea, but if I can adjust the mixture of drugs going into my veins, I might be able to give my brain a chemical jolt, boost the subconscious signal. Don't know if it'll work or just kill me, but beggars, choosers. Thing is, I can't push any buttons from in here. That machine is out there, in the physical world. I don't think my dreaming powers extend that far unless I can somehow affect the state of things that are mirrored in here.
I guess. So you won't actually... Okay, hang on. You can't actually mess with the machine itself, but you can mess with the display. What does that say? My vitals. Alright. Also messing with, medicine dosage. Have you ever heard of Bantu the gorilla?
That thing doesn't have any conscious thoughts.
Doesn't it? So machines have not come as far as they could have.
No light source there.
Then how is it emitting anything? Well, what if we slow down time on our vitals?
Oh, bollocks, the machine's going nuts.
Codename Briar Rose, what?
Oh, I feel really weird. The machine's gone haywire. It's pumping a crazy amount of drugs into my body.
So this is...
pick-me-upper, not an actual OD.
It feels like when you prick yourself with the anesthetic needle in Surgeon Simulator. That's seriously the same effect. So...
I need to be in that body. And I need to stop sounding like a pervert.
how about now?
So, okay. The cocktail of industrial strength chemicals the machine has injected into my body is boosting the subconscious signal. But now... Oh,
Yes?
it's too fast. Too jarring, like a train of thought going at the speed of light. I can't get a good grip on it.
Speed, you say? Okay, how about now? Well, that was
Where do you think you're going?
easy.
You're staying
Oh,
here
wait.
with me, doing the only thing we're good at. Being dead.
Yes, I see.
Made up my mind.
So we can
Is that
ignore
who I
this
really am? Is she what I've been running away from?
image of what we looked like before.
She's right. Can't leave. I have nothing to return to. No life worth living.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
bet.
not letting her stand in my way. Is that who I really am? Made up my mind.
What if we try to play it aloof?
I'm going home.
Your father lied to you. Your mother tried to kill you. You put your friends in danger and you lost every single one of them. That sounds like the perfect home to return to.
Yeah, I must have missed the part where Mom tried to kill me because I was just listening to... you know... But if
It's not
that is the
gone.
truth...
There's a chance to take back what was lost. To do it again and do it better. So it's not perfect. Maybe she's right. Maybe she's not. We can't know what's waiting for us on the other side, but so
Yeah,
what?
that's a great way to
That's
die,
lost. It's not
I
all
think.
gone. There's a chance to take back what was lost. We don't have a home to go back to. We've lost everything.
I guess. I mean, that'd just be repeating what she just said,
So
but...
it's not perfect. I know how to appreciate what's there.
You know
now.
what, let's
We
be
don't have a home.
brutally honest with ourselves.
That's it? You're even sadder than I thought. You can't even stand up for yourself. Well, bugger off back to your little bubble, bitch. You can hide there until our body withers to dust, and then we can watch the universe burn. Which, by the look of things, won't be too long now.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard about The death, well, okay, I guess that's how that ended, but
No, you're not leaving, and you're not leaving me behind.
now we need to somehow solve this dialogue 3.
I'm going home.
Let's go home.
Your father lied to you. Your mother tried to kill you. You put your friend
What?
in danger, and you lost every single one of them.
But there's no way to skip
That
bits of
sounds like the
dialogue? I
perfect
think there
home to return
was.
to.
I thought there was, rather.
So it's not perfect. It's not all gone.
Okay, so the other choice
There's a
got
chance to take
erased.
back what was lost. To do it, maybe. So it's not perfect.
Let's go with the slightly more
Perfect.
optimistic
I'm
one.
not asking for a perfect home. I'm ready to embrace who I was, who I am, who I will be, and who is that?
Oh boy. For the first major choice, so... Oh, I can actually control this with the mouse if I can click on the balance symbol to see what other players have chosen, and apparently most of them choose the unknown path. Well, honestly, there's a good reason to do that. I'm gonna take license in this and go ahead and do that.
I don't know yet. You're a part of me now. You always will be. Come on. Life's waiting out there. Let's find out what's happening.
You're not gonna say anything? Okay, this is what happens when someone's brought out of a coma.
My name is Zoe Castillo,
Colorized.
and I'm alive.
Meanwhile... Well, it was a very short sequence compared to pretty much everything that comes after, but... While this next part loads, let me... Here we go. Prepare something that I'm probably gonna use for the rest of these choices. As we move on to the next part of this, I guess this is like Les Mis, where it has books which are divided into chapters, and if it's really long, which I guess this isn't as long as that,
Good evening, Warden. How do you...
there are volumes with multiple books.
All is well. If you like, I could show you...
I'm not here to inspect your prison, Warden. I'm here to speak about one prisoner.
Ah, your apostle.
Alvane. He's an apostle no more. He was a tool, but he lost his edge. He's no longer of any use to us. No. It's time we put all of this behind us.
Would you care to translate, Commander? I'm afraid my ability to read between the lines is somewhat lacking.
We want Kian Alvane's execution to be... hastened.
I see. I thought your six would need to judge and condemn Alvane before...
When did you become an expert on Azadi law, Warden?
Well, I'm not, sir, but we have laws and regulations of our own, Commander. I was told that Kian Alvane would be sent to Sadir to
And
stand...
I am telling you to carry out his sentence. Tonight!
What? Impossible. I need to call in the executioner and...
How soon?
Well, by first light, at the earliest, but still...
First light, then.
But what about the paperwork? I mean, the proper documents, signed and stamped.
This goes one of two ways, Warden. Either you do what you're told and execute Kian Alvane by first light, or you find yourself hanging right next to him when the sun kisses the top of Friar's Keep tomorrow morning. How it plays out is entirely up to you. You have your orders, Warden.
Barbarians.
So this kind of uses a weird tactic to shift
I have only one memory of my mother.
facial expressions, I note, where
She held me close one night.
it just depends on the actual angle instead of the actual model changing that
I
much.
don't remember the melody, but I remember the words.
But anyway, we're gonna play as this guy as well.
Sleep, child. the wind blow and the rain fall. Hear the executioner's call. Watch the traitor's head roll as the shadow takes his soul. Sleep, child, sleep. We shall never part. For we will soon be free, together forever in the cold, cold sea.
Are you sure that's not a thing by Coleridge or something?
Ah, Alvani, you are here. Good.
Sounds like his style-ish.
I hear you turned down your last meal. Pity. I personally approved the menu. There were sausages.
Alright, well, that's a cue to respond, I guess.
Why would the warden come to visit me now?
I ask, as he already established that this isn't the first I've heard of this.
He wants me to plead. I shall not.
Well, I don't know, does he hate the guy? Can't remember if, the warden was in the second game. I don't remember if these two ever met.
Why would the warden come to visit me now?
I think they might have. I don't remember if he went to the prison or not, but I do remember there's a scene where April pretty much goes on a Tumblr spiel to him when they cross paths on the way to the prisons, I think so. So let's not be as aloof as we could be, why not?
If you've come to see me beg for my life, warden, you won't...
No. You're a rational pragmatist, Alvani, quite like myself. No, I am merely here to ensure that you are prepared for the next step. As you know, your execution will take place at dawn. I have to admit that I'm curious why, after so long, there's such a sudden rush to see you dead. I'm very curious. But that's not why I'm here, no. As you also know, you have the choice between hanging and beheading. As far as I can tell, you have yet to voice a preference. If you forfeit this choice, it'll be left to me to decide the instrument of death. I simply want to ensure we dotted every I and crossed every T.
Well, I think... I don't know what my dog would choose, but...
deserves to die by the blade. A warrior deserves to die by the blade. But do I deserve that death? Death is death, and I'm ready to embrace my own. A warrior deserves to... Death is death.
I don't know.
And I'm ready to embrace my own.
If you're going to be...
I have nothing more to say to this man.
Self-cynic, where we're willing to specify how we die. I think we're in a choice to complain that there aren't any more options, so let's just be like that.
Then I shall make that choice. Do you have no family, Alvani?
I'm the indecisive type, you see.
Very important to me. Almost as important as my duty to this city and this office. In the event of my own death, it would pain me to know that they would be left with no answers. No body to bury. No closure. I know you're a man of faith, a man of principle. I also understand that things happen to make you question your calling. What I do not understand is why you've simply decided to give up, to stop fighting.
Yeah, I'm not really that sure myself, just based on what happened at the end.
To have everything you believe in fall to pieces. To be asked to continue a war that you have no faith in by commanders that you can no longer trust.
So what, he was imprisoned just because he gave up? I thought it was because he was being a scapegoat for how they found
I have nothing more to say to him.
Swamp-based stick, please. I'm not even moving anything. How well?
To have everything you believe in fall to pieces.
Let's complain.
He would not understand.
Try me, Alvani. You may come to see that we're more alike than you thought.
I have no family, no country. So leave me be, and let me prepare for death in peace.
Very well. Everything has been properly filed. I have no reason to question the order of execution. Even threatened me with dismissal, and worse, should I stand in the way of their orders. They don't know me very well. Threats mean nothing. Proper paperwork, on the other hand. I will simply have to accept that my questions will remain forever unanswered.
You know, even though we pretty much only failed to answer one of them.
The noose will be ready for you.
Are you being facetious? Well, time to wait for execution then. Or at least if I recall, there's no combat in this. That's a step up. Oh no.
There isn't much time.
It's the one-armed man? The eye patch?
Bloody time. Come on, let's go.
What's going
No
on?
time for answers. Let's get a move on.
I'm seeing a theme with this guy's appearance. Oh, okay, here we go. Need to fucking reiterate the fact that yes, I'm using a controller. Thank you, game.
We're getting you out of here.
Oh boy, it's starting to
Do I know you?
be just a wee bit
Bloody well
choppy.
hope so. You were this close to running me through with your sword.
What? The Swamp City?
Precisely.
Yep, he was there.
I made a daring, swashbuckling last-minute escape, and you were arrested by your own commander.
So he's literally missing a leg, an arm, and an
You're
eye.
with the Resistance. Why are you helping me escape?
Wasn't sure if the leg part was going to be there, but
And help free our city. In the meantime, we need a bloody key to get through this bloody gate.
alright, our next objective. So hang on a minute, can I like gimp the visual quality further, because it's like already kind of not working in my favor. Right, probably gonna want to use the mouse for this. Okay, just change this to low. Anti-aliasing, voltage of lightning, just keep that. Pressing, I don't know. Depth of field, I guess we don't really need this. Just gonna do blur, no motion blur. I don't even like that. No distance. Alrighty, no, don't even quit resume. Okay, let's see what does this look like. Yeah, that kind of changes things, and it doesn't really help, does it? The frame rate.
Help me!
Hey, dying prisoner, what's going on?
Breathing. I've seen him around the prison. I don't think he's been here that long.
You!
And I don't think he's long for this world.
Why are you interrupting my thoughts? Alright, let's roll this corpse off the guy. How bad is
He
it?
looks badly hurt. I don't think he'll survive long. But we can't just leave him here either.
What's the other
He
option?
might know how to get out of here. I don't think he'll make it, but if he can help us, his death won't be in vain.
Well, what if
He
we
looks badly hurt. I don't think he'll survive long.
try to be
How are
optimistic?
you feeling? Can you walk?
No. I've lost too much blood. Take the key from the guard's pocket. Save yourselves.
We can get the same results.
There's nothing more I can do for him. He is already dead. All I can do is reassure him.
But without seeming
There must be something we
conceited.
can do for him. Anything. I can't save his life, but perhaps he has some last wish that I can fulfill.
So we're not even gonna try to save him, but at least we
Is
can
there
try
anything we
to.
can do for you? Anything at all?
My... my family. Tell them what happened to me. Tell them I love them very much. And that... my children. Tell them they make me proud.
Alright.
I can give no promises. I don't even know if we'll make it out of here alive, or where my path will take me next. And I can't make a promise that I might not be able to keep.
Or we could.
I have to promise. I have to fulfill this man's dying wish, no matter what.
I mean, it's sheer coincidence that we found him in this state, but why not?
I promise.
They live in the bones. My name is Stant. Arn Stant. Thank you. Please.
I get the feeling that's not his full name, but okay.
Please finish me before the cards find me.
Oh, why?
He's
They won't
alive,
be kind.
but not for
They
long.
will make
Oh, here's a shiv.
me suffer.
It's a makeshift blade. I've seen how they make them by sharpening stolen spoons against stone. A deadly weapon in the right hands.
What about mine? No. Okay.
Kill me.
It appears to be a gate.
And also the gate key.
It unlocks this first gate.
Oh boy. So yeah, the frame rate is kind of tanking here and there for some reason. I don't recall it being usually like this, but I don't think changing this did very much to improve that, so hang on a minute. Let me change that back to medium, I think. It's pretty much the only change I made, so why not? Hey, I found the,
Just leave him like that.
found the key, so we just leave it like that, I guess not.
Murder an innocent man.
Or can I?
Kill me. Please. Please kill me.
Oh, okay, we don't actually have to use the item. So we can either kill him or not. And I guess this just counts as a major choice. So this might be a good time to test this thing that I've got prepared in the back here. Just for this sort of occasion. Since, you know, this does not have the same this thing, other integration available as the other chat that I used for a game like this does, meaning the hitbox chat. I don't know why I didn't just say that, but apparently if you paste a straw poll link, it actually says that there's a poll in the chat thingy at the top. You can't really see that because the way I have the window captured kind of cuts that off, but I guess I could do the same thing I did with the, well, really the only other game I ever did which had a mechanic like this, which was Life is Strange, where I leave it running for like a minute or so, and then depending on how that goes, since I guess I'm expediting everything after that first choice. Hang on. I can either base it off of that or base it off of the RNG, which I guess might end up happening in this case. So I'm gonna wait another 20 seconds or so. Builder V1. Will it be popular or electoral? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, RNG it is. Alright, 1 is kill, 2 is no kill. 1 kill it is. What was that thing that just flew by? Oh, well.
If I don't kill him now, the guards will. But not before they make him suffer. I cannot leave him to such a gruesome fate.
What a gruesome fate. Well, here we go.
May the goddess ease your journey into the next life.
Alright. Well, I don't think he's dying anymore. He's kind of bleeding out, but
He's with the goddess now. walking the sun-blessed slopes of the first mountain. He's with the goddess now.
Okay.
Walking the sun-blessed slopes of the first mountain.
You have the key? Excellent. Now unlock the gate.
Can we comment on his appearance? Or I guess not.
He wouldn't have brought us here otherwise.
It's a general comment. Well, here's the
We
gates.
will need a key to open this gate.
As it happens, you know, I have a shift too.
Shadow be damned. It broke.
Use
The blade
key
worked
to
better
unlock
as a
the
weapon
gate.
than a lockpick.
You do
Okay.
know how to use a key, don't you?
Well, there goes our show, I suppose.
They have different keys for every floor, so you might as well leave that one in the lock.
Okay.
Follow me, boy. We're going up, not down.
You do know I'm... Well, I don't know why that is yet.
Moving closer.
Upwards.
We need to keep moving
Ever
up.
upwards.
Find a way out before the keep becomes smoking rubble.
Alright, I guess we get our justification for leaving behind items that we have no more use for, at least. It's not every day you see something that takes effort to do that, you know.
The way out of here is up, up, up.
Yeah, you know, I'm actually ahead of you in that regard, as you might have divined. We got the frame rate in this. You know what, let me try something real quick. I don't know if this is a good idea or if it will change anything, but it's worth a try, I think.
What did you mean, repay?
There.
Your last minute reversal didn't help save anyone, aside from your own soul, mayhap. And now is your chance at repentance.
Okay, that kind of helped.
I don't want repentance. I'm ready to die for my crimes. Why don't you just leave me here?
You may be ready to die, Kian, but the Resistance certainly isn't. And we need you. Now.
I am not listening to you.
Bloody door. Something long and thin to pick the lock might do the trick.
Long and thin, you say. Okay. Well, I think I fix the little frame rate problem at least.
A filthy pillow.
Let's use it. Okay, I was joking, but okay. I actually don't remember half the puzzles in this, so it's gonna be fun, no doubt. So we need some kind of instrument to let's open the door.
Not everyone in here is a wrongly convicted rebel.
Alrighty.
Some are violent murderers. I won't risk it.
What about this broom? Just something with the next door. Oh. Oh shit, they're moving upwards. Someone after us now?
It's a speaking tube.
Alright. So if we...
Someone get the goddamn keys!
The goddamned keys. And isn't it great when they do that? You got a polytheistic, theistic
Open up, goddamn you!
context in like a fantasy world or whatever, so they say gods instead of God.
Those guards are bad enough. But when my own people get here, it'll be a lot worse.
I think they did it in Disney's Hercules.
I need to pick the lock.
Someone get the goddamn keys!
Hello?
Hello. Okay. So apparently we're supposed to fuse some items. What about the pillow and...
Are those? Yes. Those are head bugs. They burrow through the skin into the skull where they lay their eggs. Months later, the larvae devour their victim's brain.
Alright, well, sucks for whoever
Someone get the goddamn keys!
used that then. What about the broom?
Still a broom.
Nothing more to say about the broom. Can we combine them? To create a pillow and broom, alright, very creative. So now that we've got this instrument of nigh unlimited versatility, what shall we do with it?
Where's the key?
Locked.
Someone get the goddamn keys!
The riot hasn't reached this floor yet.
I thought we had to do something with the torches here, but I don't even know anymore. So just kind of look around and try to find more. Well, what is this? It's a window, but we can climb up it, no fine.
Shadow, damn that man!
The keep is surrounded by soldiers. Mostly Azadi troops, it looks like. Good bowmen. I'm lucky I dodged their arrows.
Alright, I think I see where this is going. It's not really that intuitive, but it's like literally the only option you have, so... There you go, we got
It's undamaged. And
few
thin,
arrows.
fitting a lock. I should be able to open the gate with this.
So we're literally gonna use an arrow as a lockpick, and we use our wily contrivances to obtain. So where's the... well, that's way down, but... oh, we have to come in here to actually...
That ought to do the trick. Go on. Pick the lock with the arrow.
Alright.
All those years
Oh,
in the
easy.
streets of Sadir paying off.
Good job. Follow me.
Well, thank goodness that we have all these info dumps, because, you know, like I've been saying, without them, we wouldn't be able to figure out what the justification for half the stuff that happens here is.
They've broken through to the floor below.
Yes, well, I guess they won't be following us into this one, though, but... or... oh wait, that's a warden.
Why, if it isn't our old friend, Mr. Murren.
Guess we will keep going that way.
Back him. I should have known you wouldn't have let yourself get caught so easily.
You're damn right. Now let us through.
I'm afraid that's quite impossible, Balsay. Your journey ends here, I'm afraid.
There's no picking this one. He's plugged it from his side. By the Mojal's unclean genitals, Warden! Open up right this bloody minute!
Words, 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 Mr. Bakim. You know very well I do not respond to threats.
When I get my hands on you, Warden, you'll wish your grandmother had never spread her legs to your grandfather.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
May the Mojal befoul your filthy arsehole, Murren! Let us through right bloody now!
I get the feeling we're not going to get through that easily, but...
Garroted in front of this entire city, and your family too!
well, let's see what sort of
The slop we eat 3 times a day arrives in these barrels. The stench makes me sick.
sort of soup cans we can scrounge up here on the 3rd floor. Or at least the 3rd of the floors that we're actually exploring. There's in a more general sense it's higher than that, but... unless, of course, you use the Queen's floor numbering system. And assuming that the floor below the one we started on was the ground floor.
How many barrels? Do they never clean up after themselves?
I think we've seen only one barrel in this whole circuit. That's... not heard a lot about this.
The slop we eat 3 times a day arrives in these barrels.
Right, maybe 2 or 3, but we can only interact with 2 of them, so... so yeah, this is a gate that we can't open.
I'm afraid this is as far as you will get.
I could people like him only respond to violence and threats. He's scum, and I should treat him as such. I could attempt to reason with him, see if he responds to that.
Well, I'm not sure of 2 things, which is how he made the door unpickable just by jabbing something somewhere, and why he's just standing right there next to the door, but let's try to talk to him.
Your prisoners are revolting, Warden. Sooner or later, they will reach this floor. Let me through, and I shall be lenient and merciful.
I see. And what, pray tell, is my guarantee that you'll follow through on your promise?
What if there isn't one?
Claim to be a practical man. If that's the case, he would listen to a practical argument.
Not very sure.
What choice does he have? I was the apostle. I was always true to my word.
Trust.
I won't be able to stay my anger. He's responsible for many innocent deaths. But if I can convince him to believe me...
Well, if we're trying to actually get something out of him.
Warden, my leniency is your only hope at this point.
Perhaps. But as you may imagine, I didn't rise to my position by taking people at their word. Particularly in a prison. Honesty is in short supply in here.
We're running out of time. And this filthy heathen is the only thing between us and freedom.
I think that's gonna change his mind.
All men of his station can be bought. If I offer to buy him, I'm sure he will be swayed. Filthy maggot that he is.
How are you gonna do that, though?
He may
I think that's gonna work.
above his blood. But maybe he will listen to reason if I appeal to his sense of family. If he fails to respond to threats to his own life, maybe he'll listen if I threaten his children.
Well, what about, you know, the other,
Treasure
more
his-
general...
If not for yourself, then do this for your family.
My family is important to me. I would not want my boys to grow up without a father. Their mother lacks the moral fortitude needed to instill duty and backbone in them. Let's forgive her. She's a good woman, but merely a woman.
I see.
You make a fair point. I will trust you despite my better instincts. Step back, Alvani.
Okay, then that was simple enough.
Praise your gods, I don't have time for you now, Murren. But your day will come.
Okay then. Well, even before we really...
You gave me your word, Alvani, your word. You said I would not be harmed. You said you would let me live.
I don't remember saying that precisely, but...
Is your word so disposable you will throw it away at a whim? If you kill me, you've proven your disregard for the law. You've proven that you're a simple brute.
I don't think he cares about that anymore.
I rid the world of a piece of sadistic vermin who sold out his own people.
Look who's talking. Who's the traitor here? I am merely an elected official. I do not decide who lives or dies. That's for the law to decide, for courts and judges
and other elected officials who are perfectly willing to carry out orders without question, as long as they can hide behind the chain of command.
A system cannot function without bureaucracy and bureaucrats. It cannot
Man,
function
we're
without
striking on her.
hierarchy. If you want to change that, go to the top.
Oh, believe me, I will.
But for the time being...
Please, spare my life. I have a family.
Yeah, I think that's... We can figure that the whole reason we were able to get you to open the thing,
Treat
but...
everyone equally, no matter their crime.
I don't know, it doesn't seem that sadistic, but just based on the, like, 2 scenes that we saw him in before this, but...
Don't. Please, spare my life. I have a family.
Oh, it's... okay, just looping that.
Only doing my job.
Oh, let's be the moral compass right now.
No matter their crime.
Let's do it.
You will receive your just punishment soon enough.
Perhaps so, Alvani, but at least my punishment... At least my punishment will be at the hands of those who respect laws and regulations. And not a mere barbarian like yourself.
Well, we closed the door behind us. I guess it doesn't even matter anymore. Okay, let's
This is as far
get
as
up
the
here
stairwell will take
and...
us. Now we need to find a way to the roof.
I didn't say I wanted to leave this place.
What part of to be executed in the morning did you not get? And what part of the resistance needs you did you fail to comprehend?
The part where
Trust me, I am their enemy.
I'm granted agency.
You were the enemy. I trust your allegiance to your people has diminished somewhat in the past year.
How do you know I won't just turn on you soon as we're out of here?
Oh, I know. And others do too. Our faith is rarely misplaced.
Yeah, that's an answer though. Also, I can do nothing about this. This rag on the table. We're too highbrow for that. Guess we need to just keep walking because we can't even use the run thing. So even though, okay, can hold X to focus on this guy.
This passage leads up to the roof, but the gate's twice locked. There's no getting through. We need to find another way up. I got you this far, Kian. Now you need to put that Azadi brain of yours to work, and quick.
Yeah, but sure you didn't solve all the puzzles that I did. On the way between the cell exits. Oh, here we go.
Shit, I'll be damned. The guards are getting closer.
We'll get him, sir.
A
You
piece
just
of cloth.
stay here.
They're not
Moist.
far behind us.
With what, I'd rather not know.
Well, let's grab this wet napkin and what else?
I feel a kinship with that lonely, flickering flame.
Alright then, Shadow.
Where's the key?
I've eaten the
Someone
slop
get the
they
goddamn
call
keys.
porridge for so long I've forgotten the taste of meat. What I wouldn't have done for a single bite of that meal.
We don't have much time.
You can still lick the plate.
I draw the line at licking the plate clean. I'm hungry for red meat, but I'm not a dog.
Alright. I didn't actually expect you to have a follow-up to that, but okay. So we've got a wet napkin.
These torches burn day and night.
Okay, this is part of the torches.
These torches burn day and night.
Day and night. Also...
There's no way through here.
So where's the passageway that we're supposedly not getting through, but that we need to get through to... I guess that was it. To reach the roof. We get an arrow and a torch. I guess I didn't throw away the arrow after. Or not a torch, I kind of spoke a little bit ahead there. Arrow and a wet napkin.
It's mounted securely to the wall.
So if we take our makeshift torch and use it on one of the previous torches or already set torches, then we can get another one that's mobile. I'm actually curious to see where that's going to, because I see no obvious follow-up to this.
Most of the prisoners are still under lock and key.
Where's the key? Someone get the goddamn keys!
There's no way through.
There's no way through, yes. But there might be a way to do something with what about this lever?
They use this contraption to transport food from the kitchens below.
Use it
Goes
now.
up to the mechanism that raises and lowers the cage.
Oh boy.
It's covered in thick oil.
Is it? Well, I guess it would have to be too lubricated, but this means we can do this.
Oh, clever boy. I knew
The
you
oil
wouldn't
is burning
disappoint
off.
me.
The oil is burning. Oh, what? Are we... Okay, so we used the makeshift torch to burn
If
off.
that chain's still hot, I want some warning.
So, yeah, I think I can't
Should be
touch
able to climb
you.
the chain now. I should
Cut
be able
there,
to climb
but-
the chain.
Right behind you, boy.
But apparently we made a torch to burn the lubricating oil on the chain so that we could climb the chain. Okay. That's very... You know, what else would you do with that situation?
A traitor's death.
The
What are we
news.
doing here? Where's our cloud ship?
We need to buy ourselves some time. Quick. Block that gate. Use the lever to lower the bar. Quickly now. For
That
the love
gate
of
is
Motel
safe.
7 prostitutes, Kian. Lower that damned bar now. They're here.
Unfortunately, I think we're a bit too late. And that's how it ends. Okay, maybe not.
What are we doing here? Where's our cloud ship?
We need to buy ourselves some time.
How did you come back to life?
Block that gate.
Alright, fine. Let's actually do it this
Use the
time.
lever to lower the bar. Quickly now. Good. Now arm yourself.
Okay, that's very practical.
Sharp blade used by the
There's a
headsman.
sword over there. Come
Yes,
over here now.
I see that. There's more than one, you know. Guess that's the only one that'll work, though.
He's a brave and true
By
man.
the mojo.
How will we escape? I thought you'd have a ship waiting.
A ship? Ha! No, boy. Your way out of here is not on a cloud ship, but through a portal created by the very magic your people are trying to stamp out.
My way.
Only one of us can pass through that portal before it closes. And it requires a sacrifice. It's dark magic. It requires blood and pain. It requires a life.
What? No. No. I cannot accept your sacrifice. Either both of us leave or neither.
Don't be a mojo damned fool, boy. I have made my peace with the gods. And you say the same. Besides, I may be a decent fighter, but without you, the resistance will falter, and the Azadi will be victorious. Now run me through with that sword so that you can get out of here and start paying your debts.
Well, there's not a lot of time to choose. We can either presumably spare his life or run him through. Well,
How many more deaths before this night is over?
apparently most of them spare him.
There's been enough bloodshed. I don't want another life on my conscience.
I'd rather risk death. Well, we already died once.
Eyes speak the truth. He has embraced death in a way I never could. Where I only saw defeat, he sees victory. I don't know where this path, how many
Psych.
more deaths, but... I cannot. I'm not worthy of such a sacrifice.
Listen to me, boy. If you don't do this, then it's all for naught. The whole bloody thing.
There's been too much death. Too much!
Oh, for the love of the four heavens. That bloody stings.
I guess we're doing this Julius Caesar style. So these are kind of low-tech steampunk. Empire soldiers also have guns based on this scene.
She held me to her heart until I fell asleep. That night, she threw herself from the city walls into the shallows. Her body was never found. For the longest time, I would climb those walls, balance on the edge, and close my eyes.
But I'm seeing very fancy flintlocks.
I always thought I would join her in the darkness, in that cold, cold sea. But I never did.
Well, how do you know you won't? I mean, the way you talk about that, it sounds like it's just gonna happen anyway when you die, which is pretty much a guarantee. I mean, that hasn't happened yet, so how can you discount that entirely? I take issue with your statement. But anyway, that's how you escape prison. You know, today I learned all that. I think it's gonna alternate pretty much. Okay, now time to see what the bad guys are up to.
Damn him to the shadow eternal!
What?
Kian. Kian has escaped the keep.
Leave us. Now! What are you saying? That's impossible. He's supposed to die.
He's gone. Fled from the roof with the help of a rebel infiltrator in a bloody riot.
The roof? But how?
Portal. Dark magic.
That's impossible.
I must interrogate the men who let him escape. They will rue this day for the rest of their short and miserable lives. And that boneheaded warden, he will pay for this with his life.
I don't understand. Friar's Keep is warded against thaumaturgy.
Inside, yes, which is why they fled to the roof.
Protect us. Do you have any idea where he is?
With the rebels, I'm sure. Wherever they've holed up. I will leave no stone unturned to find them.
In their hands, Alvane is a poisonous dagger.
You think I'm not aware? You think I don't know how dangerous he is? I know that traitor better than anyone. But I will find him. Him and his cohorts. Under the sight of the goddess, this I swear.
Before the first arrives.
It won't reach her ears.
You make sure of that. If she learns their precious apostle is still alive, she will want him alive so that she can speak to him. And if she learns the truth...
We won't give her the opportunity.
Good. Because if she ever does, you and I will be paying with our lives. What in the light are you waiting for? You won't catch him in here, Commander. Go! Take care of this. Goddess.
Well, alrighty then. So there's gonna be a number of scenes with those two. It won't really do all that much to explain what the all mechanics between what they're trying to do actually are, so...
It's our 3-month anniversary today.
Back to the other one.
I feel like I've been coming here for years.
How are you?
What do you think?
You have more energy. You appear more content with your life now than you did 3 months ago.
Jesus Christ, how is that outfit?
Only you can tell how you are feeling. I can't do that for you.
I know, and I wish I could tell, but I'm not sure anymore.
I don't think that loaded quite right.
You remember nothing of what happened before the coma. You're not sure you want to remember. I think you do. Do you agree with that, Zoe?
But I want to remember what happened before the coma.
And
yes.
Potentially lose everything I've built here. I guess it's a risk I'll have to take. I know there's something I need to remember, something I'm supposed to be doing.
There's a bit of a discrepancy between the subtitles and the actual voice clips, I see.
Potentially lose everything I've built here, and potentially lose
I don't think that's necessarily gonna be the truth. You know what, let's press on.
I do. I can't stand feeling there's something I need to remember. Something's nagging at me, something important. I have no idea.
Oh man.
So I have to find out.
I understand, okay.
Sync, please.
Let's see if we can do an exercise. Jog your memory. What is the last thing you do remember?
Dropping out of uni, moving back in with Dad. Feeling listless, powerless. I'd lost faith in myself, in everyone around me. I'd broken up with Reza.
And then something did happen.
Be careful what you wish for, right? Reza vanishing. Me going after him, trying to track him down. I ended up in Newport. I have memories of sneaking into a house filled with drug addicts. I remember being in a safe place and connecting to a dream machine, but that's where it ends.
And before that? Before leaving Casablanca?
Dad was going away. I was throwing a party. Then Reza asked me to pick up a package. That's what set it all in motion. That and the static.
Do you remember what that turned out to be?
After I woke up, they filled in the blanks. Apparently it was some sort of glitch or virus. Rogue code infecting the worldwide wire. Someone at Waticorp was using the dream machine to read people's minds. Someone I'd met.
Kavanagh.
Damien Kavanagh. That's right. The man behind it all. The perpetrator of the conspiracy.
Even though that's not how it happened.
Put some sort of worm into the code, turning the dream machine into a mind-controlling tool affecting millions. At least that's what they say.
He recorded a confession before he... He didn't want to rot away in a jail for the rest of his life, but at least he came clean. Absolved his employer of any wrongdoing.
Convenient.
In what way?
Oh, forget it. Like I said, I don't remember him. I don't remember any of it. All I know is they poisoned my mind. Inserted false memories. Nothing I saw or experienced was real. The little girl on the screens, the other...
The other world.
Arcadia. Another colourful figment of their imagination. A synthetic dream.
And you still remember nothing of going to Japan? Breaking into Waticorp?
Nope. I exposed a global conspiracy and all they gave me was a lousy coma.
What?
Aside from you, Reza, and my dad, no one even knows I was involved. Reza kept me out of his expose, thank God.
We did find out when.
Even he doesn't know what really happened during the week I was gone. Maybe my friend Olivia
Well, I
knew
guess it's not
something, but
supposed to be
passed away.
not so settled info dump of all the stuff that happened in the in-between.
Detective and people got hurt.
You're worried something else happened to you?
I can't do anything about it, so I should just not think about it. But if I do start to remember, will I like what I find? I mean, it's a week of my life. Gone.
I don't know why the rest of the subtitles aren't fucking loading, but...
Have you used a dream machine yet? It's becoming a disease, an addiction. I'm concerned about what these lucid, perfect dreams are doing to us. And you were connected to a prototype. There's no way to predict how that may have affected you. Have you spoken with Gabrielle yet?
No, I'm not ready to discuss my dad. We don't talk. He rented out the house, moved to Mumbai. We're estranged.
That's perfectly fine. What do you want to talk about?
is the new series of Eurotrash a valid topic?
Why not?
Doesn't that seem like a redundant name to you?
Our time is almost up.
That's fine. I'm working today.
How's that going?
Really good. I enjoy it. A lot.
I'm glad to hear that. You weren't so sure a month ago.
I'm learning a lot. Neural programming, artificial intelligence. I'm not sure I want to keep working in a shop for the rest of my life, but it helps me feel closer to Liv. Olivia, you know? Honoring her memory. Not in a self-sacrificing way. I want to do this. I like working with Mira and Wit. For now. And with the voluntary campaign work, I feel I contribute in other ways, too.
You're keeping yourself busy and motivated. You've come a long way since we first met.
Thank you, Dr. Zelenka.
Roman, please. Same time next week?
Definitely. Thanks, Doc. Roman.
Take care, Zoe.
Okay, I'm sorry, what? Back to bring up Zoe's journal. This fucking psychiatrist's office,
Exactly
I
what you'd
suppose.
expect a psychologist to keep on his office shelf. No tawdry romance novels, fantasy, or science fiction, unfortunately.
So what is it then? It's not really easy to see. Journal? Actually, hang on a minute. Just journal. And what's that say? Mysteries of the mind. Is that what these all say? I feel like that one says something different, but I can't really feel that great. I don't know if I can figure out what's on that texture, but what about the Rorschach ink? What's... Nope.
No, I really shouldn't. It's a trap. A psychological trap.
Does it really work when the image is actually shifting like that?
Is that a dragon? Well, it looks like a dragon. What does that mean? What does that say about me? That I'm, into dragons? Dragons are cool.
Anything else to say about the things?
I could stare at that for hours and then I really would go insane. I see.
Alright.
No. If I drink more of that awful synthetic coffee at this point, I'll really need therapy.
You don't want
If
to
I
drink
drink more of that
synthetic coffee.
handy dispenser of pharmaceutical concoctions. If that's real wood, it must have cost a fortune. It looks real. Not the sort of thing you'd expect to find in a therapist's office.
Not in the 21st century, I guess.
No therapist's office would be complete without a chaise longue. Never used it. Would feel like a dork.
Alright. Well, we can open up our journal and go through all this chunk, but based on what I remember, yeah, this is gonna be fun to read. The gist of this is we woke up and we came to this place, which I think is somewhere in the future Czech Republic. It's called Propast, and this is Europolis. Ever since I hate Europolis, there's no sun at all shredding, there's no vegetation. Dr. Roman Zelenka, the therapist, and she also has a job as a trainee neural engineer. And I think she also lives with her boyfriend guy from the second game. Because that's the one that she's from. Even though, if you remember the ending to the second game, it ends with that boyfriend guy coming to visit her in a coma, and she's like... Or her dream image or whatever is like, don't trust him, he's not what he seems, but I guess they just completely forgot about that. Because there's absolutely no follow-up to that in this, from what I remember. And oh boy, this is responding so well. So now I think it's time to head into the first open world-ish part of the game. As much as this can be anyway. You can see just how futuristic everything is. You know, they kind of establish that there's this, I don't know if it's private or public security firm called the Eye in the Sky in the second game as well, but you kind of have to figure that out yourself, because just like with a lot of this stuff, they never tell you, you just have to observe.
Your permit is no longer valid. You'll need to have it renewed. You have 24 hours to comply.
Fuck off, you have 24 hours to comply.
Well, that makes absolutely no sense. If you do not comply, you will be detained and your food cart confiscated.
If you so much as touch Carl, I will cut off your testicles and make a kebab.
Threats are counterproductive and punishable by law. You have 20...
How does it feel working for a fascist fucking regime, trampling all over the working people?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, great health coverage, no overtime, pays decent. 24 hours.
No overtime. But does that have to be a good thing? Well, let's look at the stair in front of us and
on my way to the shop. What's up?
Skype chat with somebody.
Would I be a bad boyfriend if I asked you to stop by that place with the crazy person and the good food?
Nella Bites?
That's apparently not visible from the other side, so it's one-dimensional.
Not bad boyfriend, lazy boyfriend. What do you want?
You're big. Nothing...
Exotic. Affirmative. I'll stop by Nella's right now. I should be at your office in 15?
Thanks. You're the best.
I am. See you soon.
Alright, well, how fortunate it is that we're right where we need to be for this first objective. This is Nella.
Nella. Street chef, Marxist, spark plug, and friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses.
And the double meaning name Nellabite.
Nella has a nickname for her mobile kitchen, and that nickname is Carl, because Marxist.
Don't you know that's what all Marxists do?
Did you see that?
I guess.
I believe the Eye is harassing Nella. She sells food.
I mean, I was standing right
She's
there.
doing anything illegal. I shouldn't get involved. I have enough on my plate and I'm running late, and I'm already neck deep in the Uminska campaign. I don't need...
Oh yeah, that's something else she's like.
I don't really need any political drama.
She's like a supporter of something that's kind of resonant to an uncomfortable degree with something that just happened in the real world, but we'll learn more about that as we go on. You know what? We can never have too many problems as an adventure game protagonist.
Making up shit so that they can harass anyone who doesn't toe the line. Now I'm going to waste the whole afternoon standing in line at the district office for a permit I don't fucking need. Never mind that this is just a tip of the garbage heap. They're restricting transit between sectors, adding more security to all the metro stations and ports, requiring paperwork for anything beyond local lines. I mean, what the fuck? I knew Parliament was tight with the Syndicate, but this is Chungo, man. They're planning something. Probably going to hunt down and arrest revolutionaries next. That's me fucked then.
I'm sure
Word is they rounded up all the European Liberty folks in the Berlin district last week, detained them on suspicion of terrorism. Terrorism! For speaking their minds! And okay, for releasing clouds of biograffiti. I know that clique, they're harmless. It was just a call to action. That's fucking terrorism now.
Scary.
Scary. That's exactly what it is. And your candidate isn't going to change anything for the better.
Maybe not. But Uminska won't change anything for the worse either, unlike Konstantin Wolf.
Kaiser Konstantin. Puta! If that Schwein gets elected, I'm moving to Paris.
They'd never let you in.
One of the conglomerate city-states of North America then. Newport, the fucking Republic of Los Angeles, hell, even Bostonia. Anywhere but Kaiser's Europe.
That's why Leia...
So chat, how have you been lately?
No one's gonna put the Marxists in office, Nella. At least my candidate has a fighting chance, and she is a socialist.
She's a moderate, Zoe. A moderate! What's the point in that? Moderation is just another word for compromise. Anyway, what are you having?
Having?
Lunch, Zozo. For your turbo. Listen, I have a new supplier for pork wurst. The collective down on Caprova. Organic meat, the real deal. None of that vat-grown slop. Don't know how they do it. Connections on high, plenty of mouses swapping hands. But they're legal, I think.
Well, we were told not to get anything too weird, but... Let's see, what do we
Pork
got?
sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it safe when it comes to food. Europolitan through and through. No tolerance for organic meats. The pork sausages
Organic
sound
meat.
totally delicious.
Meaning that that's no longer the
Sure
norm.
Reza will agree, but he needs to be more adventurous when it comes to his diet.
I don't know, man. I don't think pork sausages are that great, but I don't know about cheese soup either,
Pork
especially if it's like
I'm gonna
synthetic,
have to go with
but
the cheese soup again.
why not? Cheese soup it is.
You should join the protest this afternoon. We're marching on the sector office.
I think it would take a lot more than a political rally for Mira to give me time off. I'm gonna have to pass.
Smart girl. We'll probably get beaten by the bulla and tossed in the zona. Just another fucking Monday in Propast. Here you go.
Alright.
If you
We
reconsider,
can't
we'll
really
head out
rotate
around
it just on that, huh?
Time to let those cunts know we're watching the Watchmen.
Yeah, that confirms my suspicion about what I said about the first part here, but... I guess our new goal is what's oop. Oh, I get it, like what's up. And yes, her own little logo on the thing too. Interesting. What about this food cart?
Best food in Propast comes from the street vendors and their food carts. Propast has the best selection of street food in Europolis. There's no reason to cook. Like it or not, and I don't, you can't deny that Watty's doing a really good job selling their dream machines.
I'm not really sure what you looked at to... Oh, this.
Billions of people use the dream machine. I find that hard to comprehend. 1 in 5 people access dream time at least once a week. Madness.
Seems like it would be more, honestly, but here's... Crowboy.
Crowboy here. I'm one rootin', tootin', 6-barrel shooting Crow Cowboy.
It's kind of weird that they would actually
Our apartment
decide
is off
to
Sonnenschein Plaza in the aptly named Sonnenschein Terraces by OCG.
put this in the game.
Yeah.
Why don't we get
Where's
home?
Sonnenschein Plaza on the map?
Sponsored by Original Consumer Goods, Sonnenschein Plaza is the only place in Propast with an artificial sun. And it's burning hot. Yeehaw! Don't be a stranger now.
Can't really see where the path is that we're supposed to be following, but okay. Well, oh, there's an arrow pointing it towards that too. That's interesting. Oh boy, there goes my dog again, but you might remember the end of the first, or just the first game in general, where April gets this animal helper called Crow, who's just like a crow. Or a bird, who's... I don't think it's actually a crow, but it's just like a bird of unidentified birdness. And she just calls him Crow, and at the end he's like, can't believe you would give me such a generic name or something like that. And then she talks about how there was a cartoon character in Earth called Crowboy. And it's supposed to be it was supposed to be a one-time thing, I think, but I guess they decided to follow up on that 2 games later. Just to have that little bit of continuity. So we're supposed to try to get home as we look at these political ads, because we don't have enough of that in our lives right now, I think you'll agree.
Kaiser Constantine and European Dawn. Fascists, isolationists, populists. If they win, Europolis is, well, bollocked.
What about Dieter Gross?
I can't imagine the Alliance doing particularly well in the elections. It's really a 2-horse race between Uminska and Kaiser Constantine.
Don't think I've ever heard of anything like that. A race that's only between 2 people.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Bruder. You need to turn back and head.
Oh, there's the artificial sun.
I do wish they'd dial down the intensity a bit. It's July. We don't need to add insult to injury. Hey.
And apparently, oops, we're instantly turned around.
With my lunch?
I mean, we're right here.
Of course. Who do you take me for? Miss Distracted?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly who I take you for.
Oh, ye of little faith. 5 minutes, tops.
I'm literally standing right outside the building.
You do know where the office is, right?
I'm bad
Oh,
at
wait a minute.
directions, granted, but, you know, come on.
Alright, just
Or
checking.
maybe not.
Keep the river on your left and you'll find it eventually.
Go away. Oh, and
Vienna?
see you soon.
Vienna. 2 nights in the metro
Oh, we're
station.
supposed to go to that guy's office. That's right, he works at the newspaper.
I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents. It's warm and tingly. Odd.
I'll best remember that those towers are there, since we're gonna be using them for quite an obtuse puzzle later on, but right now... well, there's the river. Who knows what's in there, considering the state of the rest of this place. And here's Chinatown Market, I suppose. It's very small, but we can take a look around. Ni hao. That's a very enthusiastic way.
They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone.
I see. I can certainly see everything and everyone around here. You're supposed to be able to examine more of this stuff on the tables, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. So let's just kind of keep moving. This is actually where we work, I think. Pandemonium.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Cheery stuff.
Map. Oh, hey, this is the actual map thing.
I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Our apartment is...
Sounds weird.
Rose's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the collapse memorial.
Alright.
Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Pro-pass docks coming right up.
Alright, you can actually see the...
And if you ever get lost again, you know Crowboy's got your back.
a little star indicating where you're supposed to be going, I guess. So I'm not sure why that other map was red in some parts. But yeah, we just keep heading down with the river on our left, and we'll eventually make it there. We might be able to see some more background events here and there, but not terribly many.
Eyes everywhere.
This is not
Never
place
seen
for
so
a young
many of them
lady.
out in the streets.
Well, here's a guy with a guitar, I guess, performing on the street. Also kind of looks like Mike, but the voice is nowhere near that. Also, that lack of the dead zone on the stick is actually bothering me. Like, seriously, how do you have a face like that and a set like that and a voice like that? It doesn't match. So let's leave not Mike back there and...
Uminska's face is plastered all over the city. Unity's making a major push before the elections. I really do think that we stand a decent chance.
I hope they're able to understand that there's a difference between electoral and popular,
That's
but...
the hand that feeds logo. It's conveniently pointing the way to the entrance.
So let's go to the entrance, I guess. This convenient place behind a building in what's pretty much a dead-end alleyway in this context. Where we shall meet with the next person in this.
The
Here he is.
Working hard to save the world, one story at a time.
Careful, he's not what he seems. Oh wait, that's no longer valid.
What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Wow, all in a daze. How was...
All in days. 2-finger tapping. Well, I'm not even looking at the screen.
I guess.
You guess.
Okay, so
I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy. I wish he'd leave the psychotherapy for later, but I know he means well.
I think he used the exact same intonation with both of those, but alright. Now let's take control of her life and say, I don't want to talk about this shit.
At home. So, working. On what now?
A couple of things. The clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the Syndicate shutting down parts of the metro, escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful intrusion, damages to property, interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
Yes, I can tell what coin that is.
Looking forward to it. Bring it on.
Currency.
On your way to the shop?
Ready to get rid of me already? I bring lunch. Cheese soup, the usual.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. Alright.
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps. Some customers have reported seeing the Bingo Dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
I'm a modern-day Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water.
Also being annoyingly hard to kill, I guess.
I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, ZML. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Also looking for legendary swords and getting cheap
Have the membranes
substitutes.
been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighborhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
I don't think like omni-consumer
Say hi
products.
To Crazy Face?
Mira. Come on, she's not... Well, yeah, she is. Mira is crazy face. There's no way around that.
Alrighty then. Guess we're going to work next. Oh. So we got the psychotherapy thing, then we bring lunch to this guy, and then we go to work.
Rosa has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month.
Oh, we could have a worse schedule, like the one I fucking have.
Good guy, Sully. I don't know what we'd do without him.
Does he have anything to say to us right now?
Hey, my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Hey look, I've read TV tropes.
I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him.
Well,
Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff.
well, if you're aware of this, I don't know if there's much of a point to, leading on, that's what it's called.
Is that all you see? A walking cliche? That hurts, man.
I see a potentially very scary person.
I'm a scary manic pixie dream girl?
What can I say? You transcend cliches.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Merely
You look awful, by the way.
apply a modifier to them.
A wedding.
That's totally transcendental.
Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It was fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides,
Oh
my
boy.
skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
It's only been 100 years.
Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
An islander.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
So is this an island?
Everyone's talking about the clampdown.
Do you know where that
Anyone knows what's going on
even
inside.
comes from?
He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle. I'd love to chat more with Sully, but he does like to go on, and I should probably head to work. Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today.
What are the clampdowns? Like, I don't even know.
Jesus wept those baton heads.
Baton heads.
Insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the Syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mouse your rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watikop holds a lot of sway over the Syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overbukyu in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers. Take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
Alright. You know, I never really put that much stock in it, but he kinda looks like DSP, doesn't he? Well, liberty means anything at all. It means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Give me the liberty to know, to utter, and to argue freely according to conscience above all liberties. I'm not gonna tell you who said that, though. Journalism can be lethal. Clearly the things we need to hear. Well, I guess if you're in a workplace devoted solely to one type of work, you'd want to convince yourself that you didn't screw up in choosing that. But anyway, because we kept them talking longer, maybe now we'll be late for work. Surely that won't backfire. But we're gonna be finding out very soon, since it's like a fucking 2-minute walk between that place and the place where we're supposed to go to work. Apparently these cities aren't nearly as expansive as we could imagine. Also, you can actually get a different working context in this based on what choice you do at the beginning, when it's either... Well, Mike's still strumming away there. Where it's either like choose something new or go back to something that you already know, and if you choose something new you get this. And if you don't, you get a different thing which I actually haven't seen, but I actually want to stick with the Pandemonium work because, well, for a few reasons. I don't know if we're gonna be finding out about the first one right now, but...
Madam.
Oh boy.
If I can just have a...
More flavor text.
Okay. I think you'll be very interested.
I will activate my periphery defenses and channel 80,000 volts through your metal head. You murder-toting homicide.
Have a wonderful day, madam.
So hey, that was like a freaking deck talk voice. Here we are.
It's me. It's me.
Me who? I know lots of me's.
Zoe. Zoe.
You're lucky I didn't turn on my periphery defenses. Or you'd be crispy toast by now. Come on in.
Alright, another eye-patched person. As we make it to our workplace, this should be interesting.
God damn this shitting shit.
Along this guy, who kinda looks like the main guy from Time Splitters.
Wait!
If he was a lot more buff, but he never speaks. He's actually mute, I guess.
Pretending like you can't hear me. That's not annoying at all. That does not make me want to strangle you with a wire. I did not just spend 57,000 yuan on scrap metal. We will make these things shine and hover and not blow up or attack small children. I can take or leave the children. Some people are attached to the filthy, shitting, squealing things. And we can't afford to upset the customers.
Well, I'm here, by the way. So, what are we doing? Oh shit, but we're already getting that tooltip.
It's the fucking worst time, Kutria. But I'm not paying you for the privilege of avoiding my shitty shit. You're going chin deep with the rest of us.
I'm ready for... Wait, you're paying me? When did you start paying me?
Like I told you last week, blame the fucking banks for their incompetence and inability to process the transfers in time. Not the messenger.
Should I be writing this down?
Do you kiss your boyfriend with that mouth of yours?
Every day. So what am I doing? I can continue to run the orders
God, Banchod! Who cares about new orders when we can't even deliver on our current orders? At this rate, we'll be out of business by Friday. And our creditors will tear this place to the ground and have us all gulleted in the plaza.
I'll be doing what I was actually hired to do. Yay.
I didn't hire you to give me attitude, Banchod. I get enough of that from Wit already. That retard knows how to push my buttons. Yeah, you just keep turning the other cheek, Hammerzad. You mother chode. I bet you've been faking your autism since we first met. Oh, you're such a fucking puppy dog, Wit. Such a fucking Gondor. And no wonder your armor left you in the dumpster after she squirted you out of her filthy chute. So we have to get this refurbished bot ready for sale. And the Jodu is a bigger retard than Wit over there. No small feat. I did a low-level format and memory wipe, but this thing is not yet ready for prime time. That, Petal, is where you come in. Take Shitbot for a walk. Run through some test scenarios. See what it's good for.
What about the neural programming?
I'll be doing the programming, Petal. You just worry about testing this tin can. Today, you're the tester.
Then, okay then. Guess I've really updated my journal. I get to do something that is at least partially related to my job description.
Are you my new human?
Nope, we're just going to work together today.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
I'm not sure that matters.
Are you hygienic? You look a bit unhygienic.
Seriously?
Well, this
My
is
assignment for the day.
Shitbot.
Shitbot for a walk. I really need to give him a less offensive name.
And he's pretty much the reason why you would want to choose this particular choice.
Waiting makes my idle cycles stack. They feel like ants. I have ants in my full metal pants.
Anything else we need to do?
I don't like her, but I sort of love her, I think. Could also be hate. It's a mix. It's complicated.
I don't get it, but alright.
Look, I'm sorry for being in a shitty mood today. I don't like feeling I might have thrown away our entire nest egg.
So, what are our goals?
Explain why you're not out there with Shitbot doing your job.
Test personality modules. So, do we get him to follow us?
My circuits will overheat if I overhear much longer.
So move.
He is a bit shitty though, isn't he? It's not just Mira being a dick again. He really is Shitbot.
Right, so let's go on the Shitbot testing stage. Get a walk around the city and find these places. Well, we can presumably get him to try and figure out how well he performs in any particular context. Or at least we will eventually when we get to the actual map. Do I have this installed on E, right? Not on G. Shouldn't be a problem.
Do we have to be outside? I don't like the outside.
Oh, don't we all?
That could be a problem.
It's very big.
That's sort of the point of outside, the bigness.
It's very loud and there could be assassins. Let's go back inside.
Oh, you have no idea.
No, we have a job to do.
I don't like this one bit, but alright. Where would you like me to begin?
So let's see. What about the repair program?
Time to check out your repair program. We'll look for something you can repair.
Affirmative. Scanning CityNet for repair requests. Scanning. Scanning.
Any luck?
Scanning.
Oh.
Scanning.
I think we should
Scanning. Complete. Repair request located. Follow. Human.
I mean, if we can even wait that much.
No, that's not my name.
That's my name.
I fail to see the relevance.
Wait like 10 seconds for that to finish.
That's your problem.
I don't know. Well, let's follow Shitbot to our next destination, I suppose. I doubt this can go wrong in any way. Or otherwise result in any kind of shenanigans.
I'm sorry, do you mind?
Well, what happened to the Postal 2 codes one side? The massive pedestrian density. Well, here's a burnt out fuse.
Looks like the fuse is blown.
And a working
This
fuse.
is all Greek to me. Greek wiring.
So, what have you determined about this?
Maybe Wick can do his magic and create a better personality for Rust Bucket here. Any personality would be vastly better than the current one.
CityNet reports broken wiring in this location.
Indeed.
I will need specific instructions to proceed.
Can't you just, fix it?
I need specific instructions to proceed.
Honestly, you're useless.
Alright, but I'll save this in your array because, well, there's a burnt out fuse.
Looks like the fuse is blown.
Can we remove the burnt out fuse?
I don't have a death wish, particularly when it
Well,
involves.
not with our bare
high-voltage
hands.
combination stocks.
And what
This
about
is what we
this?
invented
It's not really something we can interact with, so... What about this over here?
Replacement fuses, I believe.
Can we direct the bot to using these? Maybe even take a look at the panel. Take a look at the panel.
Shitbot it is.
Yeah, direct it to something particular like that, for
That must be
instance.
the broken bit over there. Fix that bit.
Your call, human. I'm only doing what I'm told.
So are you gonna do it? I guess you are. Not quite sure what the course of action is gonna be, but... Is he breaking stuff further? I think he might just have done that.
Despite lacking in both personality and skills, this bot is... No, I don't know where I was going with that sentence. It's a rust bucket.
I broke it more. Please advise.
You broke it more? How did you break it more?
Unknown. Maybe I'm not very good at repairs. Yes, I think that's the correct answer. I'm really not very good at repairs.
You don't say. We better leave before the police shows up.
What do you want me to do next?
It's alright, that's one thing. Just established that we shouldn't bother with. What about this?
Maybe we can test your ability to interface with other bots. Can you send a message to other bots in the area? See if any of them need assistance.
I'm not really very good with messages.
Give it a shot.
I don't handle rejection well. Can't you do it?
I hope Mira didn't pay a lot for you, because honestly, there are a bunch of bots working in Sun and Shine Plaza. Let's go there.
Engaging thrusters. Watch the rooftops for assassins.
Okay then.
Assassins everywhere.
Not really, no.
That's just what an assassin would say.
Well, I mean, we can't even see half the rooftops in this place. But anyway, we go back to the plaza right in front of where we live to see if this bot can interface with any others. Of which apparently there are quite a few, though I can't say I noticed too many of them. I've only been noticing those wally-looking orbs that keep floating around. Apparently they're like door-to-door salesmen, pretty much.
Bringing sunshine into your life.
Right. Bleh. So how are we doing now? Oh, it's not quite done. Moving yet from one point to another, or...
See anything?
I feel very awkward around bots.
Are you ever comfortable?
I relate well to pigeons.
I can imagine.
You can use manual override to point me at another bot and engage assist tools.
Alright, so we need to find another bot to find out how well he's gonna handle that. So, where could these bots be? Let me see.
Maintenance bots, doing the jobs humans are no longer qualified to do. Sooner or later, there will be an uprising.
What if we try to get you to interface with this guy?
No, I know that bot. We have had altercations.
I see.
Original Consumer Goods would like to remind you not to stare directly at our sun, as it may cause blindness and tumors.
Blindness and what? Well, I guess. I don't know. Actually. It does. Okay, it does appear to be something else up there. Hang on. Can you interact with that guy?
That's too high. I'm not comfortable with heights.
Alright, hang on a minute.
Building the new Europe one sunny day at a time.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Well, here's another bot, but doesn't appear to be quite as
For a welder,
low or high as the other one.
modern. Don't they usually leave the dirty work to older models?
I don't know, but didn't I just tell you to interact with that? Interface with that. I guess you just need to move the camera to like this. So the control stick.
Greetings, fellow bot. I shall assist you with what is
Oh man, what have we discovered? Assist you with welding.
Bringing sunshine into your life.
Despite lacking in both personality and skills, this bot is... no.
Alright, wait. We've heard this bit.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I feel tingly. I think. I think this is happiness. I think I feel happy. What is this thing I'm doing?
You're welding, but that's not
Welding. Welding. I like welding.
Great, but you're supposed to
Welding. 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 Welding.
I'm happy for you, but this wasn't part of the plan. I don't think Mira's planning to use you for that.
I like welding.
Fine, let's go.
But what about the welding?
Let it go, and let's go.
Affirmative. I will stop doing this thing that I love and that makes me feel happy, and fulfill to follow you to the next stop on our pointless, depressing journey. What do you want me to do next?
What? Me IRL?
How about testing your security program?
Affirmative. Activating security routines. Security routines are locked and encrypted. There's a warning message.
Oh my.
Any attempt to breach this bot's encryption will be reported to Syndicate mainframes, and perpetrators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Disengaging encryption and engaging security routines.
Oh, Jesus, no, don't.
Oh boy.
Citizen, step back. Civilian bot, disengage your military software immediately or face destruction.
Well, that didn't take long.
10 seconds to comply.
Yes, I see. So, okay then.
Attempts to breach security seals will be met with immediate destruction. Have a wonderful day.
Don't ever do that again.
Affirmative. She was nice. Do you think she liked me?
No.
I think so. She was nice.
Well, that takes care of one more thing then.
Want me to do next?
Only one thing left.
Let's see how you handle human interaction. We need to find someone to assist.
Scanning for potential victim.
And so far we haven't really been able to...
Did I say victim? I meant Patsy. No, that's not right. Mark.
Where did Mira find
not result in a complete failure.
Was Mr. London.
Ooh.
Gangster.
I remember nothing. They wiped my memory and parts of my personality with it.
It's all starting to make sense.
So what do we do then? Just follow along. Wasn't terribly fast before, so we picked all the people in the way, which are still not quite accepted.
In lieu of a better name, shitbot it is.
Feel free to move on. I knew you wouldn't buy anything. Do you have a minute?
Well, if you're so confident about that, why wouldn't remark on it? So, seriously, how do we test this thing? Apparently down to the market area. Surely we don't get to the part where we get with this Mike being a street performer again.
This human appears to be lost and in need of assistance.
Well, she is apparently... What's she holding?
What is it?
I have no idea. They wiped the two.
So helpful.
Human.
Ah! Don't kill me! Frida, he's not going to... Well, probably.
May I direct you somewhere?
I'm trying to find, the metro station.
Female human, please assist me in assisting this human with directions to the metro station.
It's alright, so you can, I don't know, isn't there like a map nearby? I'm not entirely sure where we're supposed to be going. Where's the metro station? Is it that way? I would hope so.
Follow me, human.
You've got to be kidding me. I'm not paying for this.
No one's asking.
Oh boy.
How am I supposed to find the metro station now?
Really? Do you have any idea what year this is?
Right, I didn't really look at our favor. It really is shitty, you see. Its name is completely justified. Like my existence. I need to somehow get back up there to retrieve that guy because can't quite do the same thing. Also, goddamn, if I must get through this with. Where the fuck did that guy go? Alright. Complications, I might cut it out early. Because my sleep cycles is even more messed up than usual, and I think my brain is suffering right now because of that, but
No. You know, most humans can't fly.
he's already a shitty
Well, all
human assistant person.
It's easy. You engage rear propulsion and horizontal gyros.
Yeah, no. I'm crossing service industry off the list. Let's try something else.
But there is nothing else.
Human, how will I be tested now?
I think that's it. Your testing is complete.
I think I did well. I did well, didn't I? That went well.
Oh.
It might even
I see.
be appropriate to say that I aced it.
Sure. Let's head back to Pandemonium, okay?
I can do that too. Follow me, human.
So you can't really direct somebody to a specific location, but you can find your own way back to where you came from. Well, he found one thing that he's apparently good at, and that's welding. So filling where it's to the point where he's willing to take like. Oh god, I don't know what the fuck I was about to say. I think my brain is kind of going. Let me see if I can get through this scene.
You're back. Congratulations. You managed to take a tin can for a walk.
I don't even know if he's supposed to be able to weld normally.
Come over here, let me take a look.
Affirmative, human.
There you are.
Let's see how little Miss University dropout did today. Failed at human interaction. Failed at maintenance work. Failed at bot-to-bot communication. Failed at everything. That wasn't just shit. That was sub-shit. A shit taken by a shit. We're delving into the filthy nether regions of shittiness here. That was a slap in the fucking face with a giant shit. Ugh, I give up. I'm writing this one off. Shitbot will be taking one final trip to the scrap heap. Maybe I can sell it for parts. Recover at least some of my investment.
Really? Do you have to do that? He seemed to enjoy welding.
Yes. What about the welding?
Welding? Don't talk to me about welding. There's no plata in welding.
Well, more than selling him for parts, right?
Fuck. Whatever. Yeah. I'll try and sell the fucking thing to a local contractor. Who knows? Maybe we can still save this dump from the creditors for another month. I have no more use for you today, Bettel. You can bugger off to your waste of breath campaign work.
You support the Social Democrats, don't you?
Of course I do. Doesn't mean I think things will change. I just think it's time the mother trods in charge was swapped out for a new set of fuckers. Make sure you get a good night's sleep, Bettel. Long day ahead tomorrow. So don't spend all night bouncing on top of that journalist boy toy of yours.
I'll make sure to tell him.
Oh boy.
See you tomorrow, Wit.
I'll buy them.
I know Mira took care of Wit when they were both children on the streets of Mumbai. She loves him, and I think he'd do pretty much anything for her. Hardcore bitch.
Is that all we have to say about this sweet guy?
Mira treats Wit like shit, but it doesn't seem to faze him. They have a very complicated relationship. Like siblings. Dysfunctional siblings.
Well, we're done with a little shitbot quest at least, though. That would quite be the last we see of it, or any of the elite technology on this, but yeah, like, I don't know just how much it's going through, but my mind is kind of going at this point. Because of the messed up sleep cycle that I mentioned earlier, so with this loading screen, which I don't remember them taking this long, but I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. If it ever completes, I think it might be my cue to call it a little bit early, since Jesus. In my current condition, I'm not sure how much I can keep up with this without nodding off. So my current objective is to, Jesus Christ, go be militant. Yeah, I think we have enough of that, like, sufficiently, so I'll... next up, I guess, there's not much of a point going back to the title, so... Oh boy. Hey microphone, could you please not mute yourself when I'm not looking? I'm not telling you to do that. Okay. But anyway, yes, since I'm calling it a little early, I guess I can just lead it off with trying to find the songs there. With... Oh no, would you look at that? Being banned again. That must be the true reason why I've got this Tarbor going on. No, but seriously. So I could just lead it off with the... stuff I usually say, which is in this context. So I can, okay. Yes, I'll try and fix this ridiculous lethargy that I've got, and probably see you guys tomorrow at around the same time with more of that game, Dreamfall Chapters. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna spend on it, but how much time am I gonna end up spending on it, but I do want to get through it for a number of reasons. Actually, I don't remember if there's much more to the first fifth of the game than this scene in the city, but I guess we'll find out together. I think the later chapters are actually a little bit shorter, but one thing at a time, I guess. Both books. I think that's what the actual big divisions are called. And it's one of those episodic things that, you know, releases one bit at a time. Or released, it actually ended like some time ago. They released the final part. I don't remember exactly when. I just can look it up in the news. June. In June 18th, episode 5. That's when that launched. And several months later is when I actually set about to start ending this trilogy on my stream, so yes, I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of that. Because I can always put this thing up, which I usually put this song on instead of the other one when I'm ending the stream, so I guess I'm doing it now. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow for more of that. Got a few prepared bits for it, I guess you could say. But I better stop talking before my bizarre exhausted state catches up to me even more, and start mixing stuff I can't actually perceive with stuff that I can. And I end up being the protagonist in an Arthur Machen story, alright, later anyway.